What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I'm out here with DJ, the money coach's son. He done shaved his face, taking 10 years off. I don't know who this man is out here today. So listen, we got a good show for you. This is third year anniversary of DJ, the money coach out here. He's got a great special. DJ, introduce yourself to the audience, and you guys know the rules. When you come to the Classy Climb, you drop that city and state. Why? Because we might do a pop-up near you. So go ahead, drop your city and state in the chat. Talk to us, DJ. Oh, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, DJ. Unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, awesome. Well, real quickly, my name is DJ the Money Coach. I'm just like most of you out there in the social media realm. I went to school, I got a college degree, I had a professional job, and I looked up and I found out that I had earned an amazing 525 credit score, and I accumulated $60,000 in consumable debt. Now, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this was about a quarter century ago. I'm actually a lot older than what I look, okay? So I went to get my first mortgage for my first house, and I was making, I think, maybe about $60,000, $70,000 a year, and I had been banking with the same bank for probably about 7-8 years, and they turned me down for a mortgage. Even though I thought I had the right amount down payment, about 10-15%, they turned me down. So I was a little bit distraught. And then after that, I built a business. About 5 years later, I went back to the same bank and I got turned down for a business loan. At that point in time, Ericka, I was almost defeated. I was on the mat. And then I thought about it. I said, okay, let me ask this underwriter, why are you turning me down for the second time? And they just clearly told me, they said, hey, Mr. DJ, you have a 525 credit score. You have about $60,000 worth of consumable debt, and we cannot justifiably underwrite a business loan for you, regardless if your business is making six figures. Mm-hmm. At that point in time, I had two options, Ericka. I could either, say, let me quit, file bankruptcy, or let me push ahead and find a team to actually help get me out of my predicament that I put myself into. What do I mean by that? Nobody put a gun to my head to sign those credit card applications when I was in college. I just signed them because I was a first-time college attendee in my immediate family, my mother's immediate family. And I said, you know what? Instead of copping out, let me get some education. So at that time, PBS had these big series with Susie Orman on them. And so I bought Susie Orman's little package, and I bought her book called The Road to Wealth. And I literally just read one chapter in the book on personal finances. And full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, I went to school to be a CPA. I didn't become a CPA, but I did finish with a minor in accounting. I was in the accounting field, but I knew nothing about personal finances. So once I read that chapter on personal finance about the quadrant of how finances are broken up, within 12 months in the analog world, where you still had to go to the library, I raised my credit score from 525 to 700. Within 24 months of reading that book and hiring myself a CPA and a financial planner, I raised my credit score to 800. And in the process of from 1998 to 2002, I was able to pay down all of the debt without filing bankruptcy. I was able to pay up all of it. And 6 years from there, Ericka, from 2002 to 2008, I earned myself $250,000 worth of income, and I hit a seven-figure net worth. And the only reason why I knew that, Ericka, is because I actually got audited by the IRS. So the more
the IRS love to call you, don't they?
Oh yeah, they call.
They're like, oh, you moved up in life.
Yeah,
you got some money. Let's talk.
They thought they had me, but in the process of those 6 years, Ericka, a couple of seminal things happened in my life. Number one, my mom was a victim of predatory lending in the mortgage industry. And my mom was also a victim of identity theft within a 4-year period of time. I was able to help my mother get out of those situations. I went and got my securities license. And then I started to teach financial education in my church because I went through a program with Focus on the Family that taught financial education for 8 long weeks. But it was so long and it was after church. A lot of the people in my church did not finish the program. So what I did is looked at that 8-week course. I said, how can I make it short, impactful, and exciting? And I created a program called Family Finance one-on-one. And I created this system called the 7 Spheres of Money, which actually brought to me accountants, attorneys, mortgage bankers, financial planners, estate planners, and business coaches to actually help me build my business the right way. And at that point, Ericka, I started teaching financial education, faith, love, and money to major churches in Chicago. I then got hired by the Attorney General's young prosecutor's office to teach them financial education. Then I got hired by the state of Michigan to do financial education for predatory lending. And then I started working for the YMCAs in the Midwest. And then within 15 years, I worked with over 10 different credit unions. I worked in the logistics business as a financial educator along with Melvin. And recently, I was corporate sponsored by Chase Bank. And last year, from May to June, we brought 358 professionals through the program, and we raised $42 million of retracting their money through budgets, financial assessments, and getting them on the right track. And since 2002, Ericka, in 20 years, I have sat down with over 35,000 people personally, and I've helped 100 plus become financially independent, which means I got them to pay off their house. I helped them earn a 6-figure income and create 6 figures in passive income through acquiring business, buying real estate, and leveraging the tax laws. And that's how I became DJ the Money Coach, because the moniker followed me because I played baseball and I had a STEM program where I taught young baseball players 7 to 15 how to play baseball based on business principles. And then I took that and changed that moniker to DJ the Financial Coach. So that's how we got here today.
DJ, in your years of working, does it seem like more than often people they know they need to do something different and they're just stuck and they don't have that outside view or that outside eye to look at the problem? Is that where you think you come in and be so beneficial to people?
Oh, absolutely, because I give them a perspective. There's a thing called Johari window, okay? Johari window talks about a 4 window pane. The first pane is how you see yourself to the world, okay? The second pane, Ericka, is how you see me in the world. The third pane is how you and I both see me in the world. And the fourth pane is how we need to be seen in the world or grow to, which is called self-actualization. And generally, a lot of times people don't have that unbiased perspective, or they don't allow people to give them the information unfiltered and unadulterated. So what I do is I come and sit down with them, Ericka, and since 1996, I've actually tried to build 12 different companies. In the process of building 12 different companies, 8 of them people would say failed dramatically, but they really were learning curves to actually put me in position to build 4 companies that rang 7 figures. So when I sit down with America, I'm talking to them from personal experience, corporate experience, and financial expertise, where I can tell them about what they did wrong and how to fix it, but most importantly, how to put a system around them like a moat to actually get them to the next level. And that's generally the hardest thing for them. So you know what I ask them, Ericka? I say, can I ask you for 3 things so we can build a relationship? I said, number 1, can I earn your trust? And they said, how do you do that? I said, let me tell you what you need to do. And as long as it works, keep doing it. And then the third thing is allow yourself to grow to learn about what you potentially can become. So when we sit down and talk to them from that perspective, they give me the freedom to tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And that's the biggest challenge with talented people, is they don't have the freedom to have somebody to tell them what they need to know versus getting their feelings hurt. And that's the perspective that they come to appreciate, because I can show them real-time experience and actual, concrete evidence that I've built businesses. And they can't question that, because I can show them the real receipts. When I show them Chase Bank, they can verify that. When I show them I did a multi-million-dollar deal with HEB, the largest private grocer in the world, I can prove to them that I had a multi-year contract with them. I can prove to them that the Texas High School Coach Association, which is the largest one in the world, that I actually have been for 4 years a trainer for athletic directors and coaches across the country.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to argue with somebody who's already done what you're trying to do.
For sure. And the crazy part about it, DJ, is I hear every day people like, I had this business idea, but then I asked my grandma. I had this business idea, but I asked my mom. And I go, did your mom or your grandma have a business? No. I said, your grandma may cook well. She may have had plenty of children or was a great grandma. But why are y'all asking people who aren't qualified how you should move or if you should move differently? They're going to give you the safest, easiest family answer. No, babies, you should stay here forever. Or no, honey, you should do this. You should try, which can be hard, right? We're thinking we're making money, we're having a good time, we're living life, taking an assessment of where we are. A big thing I tell people is write on a sheet of paper, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now? A lot of times people don't know. If you don't know, you're already there because you don't have a plan. So my biggest thing about bringing DJ on, and again, happy 3rd anniversary, Mr. DJ, is having people know where they are and how close they are. Because I'll get on phone people, DJ, they say, hey man, I want to retire in a year and I want to make 10K a month. And I go, how much you making right now? 3K a month. So you want to retire in 1 year, making 10K a month? How are we going to get there? So it's always these questions I always have to ask people. How are we going to get there? It's a roadmap. So it's Span. Tell us some more, DJ.
Yeah, so that's a great entry point to where I love people to have big dreams, but we have to have perspective. And so what perspective is saying, okay, if you make 3K and it took you 5 years to get to 3K, how realistically would it take for you to get to 10K in the next 5 years? So the first thing we began, Ericka, was with an assessment. Okay. So the first thing I do, I say, in order for you to go from 3K to 10K, you're going to have to do some type of business, some type of investing, and some type of getting outside of your comfort zone. And I say, would you agree with that? They say, oh yeah, absolutely. I said, so do you give me permission based on what I've accomplished that I can show you and direct you in the right order? And when they say yes, I say, okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what type of investor you are. And they say, why that's important? I said, because legally, if you do investing by yourself, it's not a requirement. But 90% of the people in America, they use some type of financial institution or advisor in terms of a job. And what do I mean by that? If you have a TSP, which is a teacher's retirement plan, a 401k, which is tax code for pre-tax vehicles, a 403b, a 401a, or a self-employment pension plan, those are all group policies, Ericka, and they don't require you to fill out a Security Exchange Commission risk tolerance questionnaire. However, if you do it individually with an advisor and an institution, it is required. So the first thing I do, Ericka, is I literally take them through a 10-question risk tolerance questionnaire and identify the 5 categories of investors for people who are not accredited or sophisticated. Mm-hmm. So the first one, Ericka, is conservative. That's like putting money into a certificate of deposit, or what you and I call a certificate of depreciation. Okay. The second one is income. That's where you play the long game and invest in dividends and bonds. Okay. Mm-hmm. The third one is moderate. That means you get a little bit of everything. Okay. The fourth one is growth. Is typically young professionals that have about a 10 to 15-year window of investing, and they want to get a rate of return about 7% consistently year over year. And then the last one is aggressive. That's usually people that are entrepreneurs, more speculative, and they can take the risk of losing a lot of money to take high returns. Okay. So once we identify what they are there, I set that aside. Then we do a financial analytical report on them, Ericka. This is like you go into your physician for your annual physical before they refer you to the specialist, right? So I now take all their financial documents that they accumulated over the last 2 to 5 years. We upload them into a secure cloud, and then I basically gather that information, ask them a lot of pertinent questions for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. We go over everything in their life, just like they would do a full-fledged physical, or like somebody in my age group that has to have a colonoscopy. You know what I mean? And just to keep it real with you, because you check the blood work. So I look at all those identifiers and I look at their mindset as it pertains to money, and then I bring back and sit down and do a 13-page comprehensive financial education plan for them. I set up an emergency fund. I tell them what their cash flow is. I put them on a budget. I talk to them about debt. I talk to them about college investing. I talked about their retirement number, what I call the financial independent number, which is a year, a date, and time. I can tell you when you can be retired, when you pay off all your consumable debt, your home and your car. And then I show them how to take a business and acquire real estate and create passive income that's on par with that $10,000 a month profile. Or I show them what lump sum of money they would have to have in order to get a residual payment off of like an annuity to pay them $10,000 a month. And as you and I well know, if I got $1 million and you're lucky to get a 7% return, that's $70,000. Well, in essence, that's about $5,800 a month. So I say you can either build up $1 million, it's probably going to be hard, or we can actually show you how to buy real estate, build business through digital real estate programs, and actually build up to that $10,000 over 2 to 5 years.
You guys, the biggest thing that changed my life is business ownership, right? Moving to different cities, getting different jobs, bumping up in management, all those things were very educational, but it showed me that no one will pay me what I think I deserve to be paid, right? And the best fighter for your retirement or for your income is going to be you. So if you're like, hey, I need 10K a month, you go tell the bank, oh, I don't know. You go tell your boss, I don't know. The best person that's going to fight for that income is you. I know a friend who is an attorney, young attorney, just came on, asked for a raise. They looked at him crazy. Guess what he did? He started a side business. You know what I mean? Creating LLCs for people. It wasn't in conflict of his work. Made a ton of money. You know, you have to determine, I'm going to get the money set aside for me when there's billions of dollars floating all over America. You just got to reach your hand up and grab some.
Exactly.
And a lot of times it's verbiage, right? Went to the bank. I just told you that, DJ, last week. I was at a bank. Listen, verbiage is important.
Hey,
knowing what to say and how to say.
All the time, Ericka. You actually tapped into what I call the 4 Ps. The first one is professionalism. That means speak the language of the industry, which you call verbiage. So if you're sitting down and getting a loan package put together, you need to talk P&Ls, cash flow, appreciation, depreciation, leverage, or DCR, debt to credit ratios, so that they can give you that money. Okay. But one of the things that a lot of times when a person starts their first business, they underestimate because of fear how much they should charge in the market. So let me give them a rule of thumb. If I make $40,000 a year, okay, that's about $3,100 a month, $3,200 a month, or in essence, that's about, $20 an hour. The rule of thumb, Ericka, in order for you to stay afloat, is to charge 3x. So instead of you charging $20 an hour as an employee, you should charge $60 an hour, okay? And you should have the courage to charge that by doing a, research and development of what the market is currently paying people for similar services. So here's the first book that I'm going to recommend them today on our 3-year anniversary. And literally, guys, this is the 3rd year anniversary we actually been on YouTube and social media. That's the 3rd year. We've been in business for 20 years. We celebrated 20 years in business December of 2022, but this is our 3rd year on YouTube as DJ the Money Coach officially. Okay. So the first book that I sit down with young entrepreneurs, ones, I tell them, I want you to read 1 chapter. Remember what I said? I read 1 chapter in The Road to Wealth from Susie Orman about personal credit, right? So what I'm going to challenge these people to do is to get good to great and read the chapter called The Hedgehog Concept. You know why that's important? Number 1, what is your skill or your passion? It's like a 3-legged stool, Ericka. The second thing is, what is the niche in a saturated market unless you created some new AI like ChatGPT or something like that. But 99% of the time, Ericka, any new endeavor, we're in a saturated market and we don't realize it. But there's always nuances to tweak to actually make it something new. So if you can figure that out, skill, talent, niche, now all you have to do is make the magic move, Ericka, and that's called the economic bus. How do I get people in front of me to actually show them the expert that can help them in a special segment of the market? Once we're able to do that, now I can take and quantify my value. That is what 90% of people do wrong. They don't do that assessment. They undercharge for their services, and then they're doing so much business for people, they're afraid to charge more because they're afraid they're going to lose that client. In essence, they've been undervaluing themselves, so they weren't serving the right market.
Right.
So having done this for 20 years, 12 companies, 8 of them failed, 4 of them made 7 figures. I can tell them immediately, Ericka, from this assessment in 30 minutes, what they should be doing. And all they got to do is listen, be disciplined, be accountable, plug into the system, do the work. In 2 to 5 years, we can show them how to pay off all their home, accumulate 1 property every year, and build $8,333 a month in passive income, which in essence put them free in America.
man, DJ, some of the things, simple tests, you guys, when you come to being a business owner, if you put yourself as CEO, right? Do you know the natural average pay for a CEO? Do you know the average pay for the director? A lot of times we just know our particular niche, our career. And so people go to the bank and they're like, yeah, I'm a CEO. How much do you make? I make all this money. Well, the national average for CEOs is 144,000. So now if you're going too high, you're going too low, it's a red flag, right? And so how do we prevent red flags in our business, in our life? By getting direction, by trying to see, okay, is this close to where it should be? Do I need to turn the boat? A lot of times when people complain about low prices is if they actually raise their prices, less clients, right? This is why I'm big on YouTube of saying, like, people that have $5,000 and $10,000 courses, oh, I made $1 million. I'm like, you made that with 500 people. Call me when you have 10,000 students. Call me when you're like, DJ, you've been doing it for 20 years. It matters. Professionalism matters. Numbers matter. Experience matter. And again, thank you. Welcome to all the people in the chat from all the cities and states. So DJ, part of their assessment with you, I'm gonna show them a video real quick, but part of the assessment with you is they get some other things inside that package, right? That third year special.
Oh, absolutely. They not only get consultation with either a CPA, a licensed professional. Everybody on our team, Ericka, are licensed professionals. They run, bricks and mortar businesses. So, I'm licensed, always have, always will be. I used to have every security license under the sun, Ericka. I now hold all the insurance licenses. And let me sell this to you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't write policies. I have not written a policy in 12 years. I know the laws to educate you on what to do. So in this training, you get a consultation with a CPA who actually has done billion-dollar tax returns. So there's no business structure that this CPA firm, Emerge Financial, is not going to better help you out with. Okay. On the Succession side, which is my favorite show right now, Succession on HBO, is actually in its final season. We actually have an estate CPA. So if you have $2, $4, $5, $7 million net worth and you're in your mid 50s and you're ready to pass it on to the second and third generation, we sit you down and get your consultation with him or her, right? The third session, and most prevalent right now, cash and credit. We actually sit you down with Financially Free D. She assesses your credit and she shows you how to go from $0 to $100,000 in business credit, potentially interest-free for 18 months. So that's part of it. Then from there, we actually take you inside our master training and we do 2 hard hours of concrete training from 4 professionals that have 6-figure passive incomes, 7-figure net worths, and guide you through the process. That's the amazing thing about it. But today, we're actually, because it's literally our 3rd anniversary, we're going 3-for-1 you. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. And I'm also, Ericka, I'm so excited. I'm going to give away, if the people act right, I'm going to give away 3 free trips next year to my resort. A 1-week stay, a 2-week stay, and a 3-week stay. Totally on me, today only, if people get excited.
All right, you guys. Drop a 1 in the comments if you want to get free resort for a week. Drop a 1 in the comments. Now I'm going to drop this little video on you guys here real quick.
Absolutely.
We're the Johnsons. Last week, we had our complimentary consultation with DJ and decided to rock with DJ the Money Coach because he seemed very knowledgeable about ways we could refinance and pay off our 15-year mortgage within the next 5 to 7 years, which will save us thousands of dollars in the process.
And based on the help that DJ gave us with our mortgage, we felt confident that he would also be able to assist us in other areas of our life, such as investing, real estate, and also a startup business.
All right, you guys, check that number out on the screen. Join us in Zanzibar Kite Festival, Kite School. It says Kite Exotic School in the background.
Exactly. And guess what? That school in the background, I am about to officially become 20% owner.
All right, congratulations. DJ said I'm just gonna buy up all the beaches.
Absolutely.
Buy up the beach.
Absolutely. So here's what we're gonna do for your people.
D Nice said she need a resort.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about it. So last year we want to challenge you. Last year we gave away $50,000 worth of gifts and everything for our anniversary day to April 30th. So this year, Ericka, we want to give away $75,000 worth of packages, grand prize, memberships, and everything to help the people out. So what we're going to do, Ericka, we're going to go back to the future. What do I mean? I'm going to give them our master program for the price that it was in 2013. And then I'm going to give them the price what it was in 2003. That's how crazy we're going to do it, because we don't need your money, but we want to help you, because a lot of people right now are hurting in the recession, and the recession has just begun. You have a correction that's going to happen over the next 18 to 24 months. It's going to be 100 times worse than it is right now if you don't have cash and credit and living underneath your means. And I want to harp on this, Ericka. Maybe you can do us a favor. And this is kind of like a audible. You and I did a show in October of 2021, and we told them that the winter was coming. Mm-hmm. And people were literally laughing. But what they didn't realize, Ericka, from my experience, I went through the Great Recession from 2008 to 2010, and I started seeing the indicators in 2021 that were same as what's happening right now. And that's why I was able to predict that the recession was coming before they initially and formally said that we were in a recession. So what we're going to do is show your people that we're going to give them this whole program. We're going to give them $2,000 worth of concrete training. We're going to give them $2,000 worth of consulting. So you're going to get the consultation with me. You're going to get a consultation with Financially Free D, and you're going to get a consultation with our system automation specialist, engineer Kadera, which does all of our automation. Literally, she took my business in October of 2021 on this platform from 5 figures to 6 figures in 90 days. I'm going to say that again, ladies and gentlemen. She didn't bring me any new business. I was literally having people download documents, Ericka, filling them out and faxing them to me in the digital world.
They were telling me, DJ, you had them in there faxing documents. I said, y'all, I don't know what to tell you about these guests. I just bring the guests on. I don't know.
So we were losing a lot of business because people didn't want to take 30 minutes to fill out a 30-second upload. So Kadera came in. She converted all of my analog stuff to digital, and boom, our revenues went through the roof from existing people that had been frustrated with my process.
DJ, you can't be having people fax people in 2022. No, listen, I used to work in apartment management, you guys, and people act like a fax. I'd be like, yeah, we need a fax, right? And they'd be getting all mad. But even IRS still fax you. IRS will fax you your tax information. They ain't emailing you. They ain't calling you.
And do you know why that is?
Why is that?
Because a fax is non-traceable on the back end. So you can fax it to me, but I can't resend it to somebody. Unlike an email, I can save it. A digital, I can save it. I can pull that digital information. A fax, you cannot. So banks still use faxes. I still have a fax machine. I still use a 1-800 number. Yeah. And here's the master of communication, Ericka. You have to communicate to the person where they are. If I'm dealing with a 72-year-old who only knows fax and 800, I've lost an opportunity to earn their trust because I don't have a fax or 800 number. Conversely, I'll lose the young 20-year-old if I don't have a smartphone. I can just send them information via WhatsApp or Snapchat or something like that. So we work in all mediums, and that's a smart way of conducting business.
Just to get the part I was going to touch back on, winter is coming, but we just finished getting on the phone with a guy who's in Florida, and he had to pay his taxes in a check in Broward County, Miami, Florida. And I said, wait a minute. They would let you get, he's like, you could do cash or you can do an actual check. That's the only 2 ways they accept it. I said, I had to think about it for a minute. I'm like, oh, Florida, all the older folks, they're not bringing in their tax payment for the year in cash. They're going to either do a check, and they're not using the ATM, regardless that it's inside the office with a security guard. When he told me that, I said, ain't no old person using your ATM like that. They're going to write a check. So even there's parts, even in New Jersey, there's some places in New Jersey like that too. If I've talked about it in my tax lien course, where you're trying to buy tax lien, the county's like, check. Bring us a check.
Yep.
Part about the winter is coming. What I want y'all to understand is one of the biggest things is if you turn on the TV right now, you go to the airport, the planes are full, you can see the games on TV, people are sitting courtside. Those are people in business. There may be some employees there because their boss decided to buy several tickets and hey, y'all go enjoy yourself for the night. But I promise you, uh, a, a ball in motion stays in motion, whatever the law of gravity is. But what I want you to understand is if you're already preparing yourself, your credit's in order, you started your new business, let's say things get weird, your job lays you off. Guess what? Now you can devote 40, 50, 60 hours a week to that business. All right. And if the economy is rough, guess what? And winter does come, now you're gonna be able to hire people who do what? I just need some part-time work. I'll work 40 hours for $15, $16, $17. You know what I'm saying? Because right now you can't get people out the house for $20, $25. They're like, oh, can it be remote? Everybody wants to check, but they don't want to come to work, right?
Exactly.
So the biggest thing is being prepared. One, working with automation like Kadira, getting it so that it's a smooth process. Any friction in a process, a sales process, slows people down. You know what I mean? It immediately makes people pause, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this. And you want the speed of trust. That's a great book to read, but it's called The Speed of Trust. You want people to come in, I feel good about this, let me buy. And I tell people, when I was telling people, DJ, I was like, hey, I'm gonna raise my prices to $2,000 a month. Everybody, every course. Oh, no one's ever gonna buy. No one's ever gonna buy. We literally had people buying the very next day because the trust is there, the quality is there. We put on quality events, we bring on quality people. And so what I recommend for you to get an assessment so that you at least know where you stand, this is one of the best opportunities you guys can get. While he's giving you those 1993 prices, those 2003 prices, you're in access to the teen prices.
I might be, humble in saying this, but this is the best you're gonna get for this program. Literally, I get $2,997 for this program. We're giving these three professionals their time. And we typically in the B2B world, Ericka, and a lot of people need to understand, I make my money. I do financial education and employment enrollments for airports. Montgomery Regional Airport in Alabama, I did all their financial employee open enrollments. I also do a company called Lightning Logistics, which is a truck company that's a $60 million company, 110 self-employed drivers. Melvin and I did all of their employee benefits. That's how I actually get paid in the real world, ladies and gentlemen. And those people pay us $995 per person for this course. And that doesn't come with 3 consultations. That comes with 1 consultation with Melvin and I sitting in their office, breaking down their information over 30 minutes. So you're actually today, you're going to get the back to back to back. I'm going to give you all of it for the 2003 price for the first 30 people only. And I'm also throwing in all of the digital programs.
I got the book, y'all.
The book. I'm going to throw in the course, Family Finance 101. I'm going to actually throw in the option to actually learn about Zanzibar as well. And it's for the first 30 people only. But here's what I want to challenge your people. I want 10 people right now. It's only going to be an investment, Ericka, of only, and this is crazy. And my CPA and my team was like, hey, man, you can't be doing that. Ericka, if your people can put together 2 of these bills right here, 2 $20 bills, the first 30 people, they will qualify for the option to win a 1 to 3 week stay at my condominium and our resort in January. That alone together for those 3 trips, Ericka, I'm not going to pay for your airfare. I'm not going to pay for your food. But right now, we're getting $250 to $450 a night for our rooms. That's up to $25,000. I'm going to give that away for the first 30 people. But we need to see 10 people right now put 2 $20 bills together. Take advantage of this today only offer. At midnight, it's gone, never coming back. But the benefit of it is, let me just talk to you about some people that we talked to over the past week. And we've had a variety of different people. I talked to a person who was a paralegal that actually talked to me, Ericka, about a lawsuit they were having with their homeowners association. Got nothing to do with about finances. But however, you know what? It does, because the person was spending their own money to get an attorney to fight the HOA for the whole community because the HOA was embezzling money. Now, why is that important, Ericka? Because guess what? I used to be on the board of 3 HOAs, and I immediately told her how to remedy that situation, which I could have charged her $15,000. And in the process of doing this, Ericka, she told me about a mistake that her attorney made, and I told her, every great attorney does not go to court. They actually settle. 90% of great attorneys settle outside when they find the egregious act that can be certified. Mm-hmm. And I told her how to do that. And right there, all she had to do is execute. Now, that had nothing to do with what she actually called me about. But because I have that experience, Ericka, and I have a certificate that shows that I actually, the last HOA that I was on, I actually saved them $100,000 in real money on contracts. And I had a similar situation with the home I live in. I was able to tell her how I got the bad developer out of our community, got a new HOA company, and actually caused our company to actually buy back land that was stolen from us. That's experience, Ericka. You see what I'm saying?
And valuable talking to people who know these things.
So that's one person, right? So on the other end, I talked to a person who had clipped 7 figures like we have, and their tax bill was enormous because flat corporate tax is 21%. So guess what? That means that that person had to pay $210,000 in taxes. I said, you know what? Here's the irony of not having the right information or right team. I said the same tax return, we paid 1/3 of that. That person immediately said, sign me up to the program. But let me give you an example of a third person. A third person said, oh, this is too pricey, DJ. But the third person told me, Ericka, they wanted to make $8,333 a month in passive income. They were making $4,200 a month, but they didn't see the wisdom of investing themselves over the next 90 days. And I said, you really have a wish. You don't have a dream and a goal, but you're not challenging the money you're spending on experiences or the education that got you where you are 5 years ago. So this program that we're offering to the people, Ericka, today for the first 30 at $40 is going to give them everything that I learned in the first 5 years that I built my business with my CPA, my financial planner, Melvin, and my attorney, Lisa K. Shebar. And this is the stuff that has led me to get multi-million-dollar contracts because my team gave me the advice in advance. See, here's the problem with people who hustle. They go out and cause a bunch of commotion, and then they back into their tax situation, and their legal problems start to get out of control. What I've learned from my first mistakes, Ericka, is to set a plan in motion, sit down with Melvin, sit down with James, sit down with Lisa, tell her what my dreams are, and say, how do I go about this? Because guess what? My attorney, Lisa, she was the #1 attorney for McDonald's hamburgers. There's no legal situation she's not seen that I ever come in contact with. So she gives me a strategy there, right? Then Melvin sits down and tells me, hey, oh, what I forgot to tell you people, in the 5 years of running a successful business when it hit 7 figures, Ericka, I lost $500,000 because I didn't have a Roth IRA. I didn't set up a 401k. I didn't have a SEP. I didn't have an HSA. So I literally paid $500,000 too much in taxes. So now I sat down with Melvin. And guess what, Ericka? That was in 2002. That $500,000 I overpaid would have been $2.5 million today.
Oh, wow.
At a 7% return, Ericka. So guess what I tell your people? Stop, sit down with the CPA, sit down with the financial planner, sit down with the attorney, tell them where you're trying to go. They'll tell you what tax bracket you'll be in, what proper corporate structure, which is only 8 that the IRS identifies, and then they'll tell you what direction to go, and you'll be better served from having that assessment and that professional advice from qualified professionals in corporate America who only service Fortune 500 companies. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. Listen, you guys, if you're liking the content and the information, drop a 1 in the comments for me. That just helps us make sure we're all on board. We're rolling. I just want to go over some of the things that you're getting from DJ. Listen, I got this book, physical copy, y'all. Only $94 if you call. No, download ABC's of Wealth. Download the Life Institute workbook by DJ. Download The Cost of Financial Ignorance by DJ. Down here is understanding your homeowner's insurance policy, understanding your auto policy, retirement planning for life outside the city. And I can't see this. Okay, navigating life insurance landscape can be tricky. You guys, there's so much information here.
These are 20 years, Ericka, working with credit unions, banks, working with non-for-profits that are, $100 million non-for-profit companies, Ericka. And as I learned their industries, I learned specifics on how to help each industry out. The last industry that I embarked in that was new was the trucking industry where you and I met. So Melvin and I looked at that industry in 2017, and we realized there was a gap in financial education that we could service. So I became a vendor at the largest logistics company conference in Dallas. And then there I met the COO of Lightning Logistics. And Lightning Logistics, the COO, she was 62 at the time. And she said she didn't even think she would be alive at 62 because she lived a very wild life. And she didn't set up her retirement. And she knew she needed to do something different. She agreed to do the assessment, Ericka. I helped her pay down her house in literally 24 months. And I saved her over $80,000 and put that money right into her Roth IRA. At that point, Ericka, she said, come in, meet the CEO. They were impressed with what we did. And then we got that contract. And so at that point, the trucking industry, which Ericka, remember it was going from analog with the laws to digital, where you can only drive for like 12, 14 hours at a time. I was at the forefront of that, Ericka. So I can relate to truck drivers. I also spent a majority of my career in the medical field. My mom is a retired RN, and my mother and her husband of 38 years ran a very successful home dialysis and healthcare business. So I helped industry professionals in that area. I also was married to a educator, a scientist. And so I worked side by side with teachers, principals, and coaches for over 15 years, Ericka. So it's hard for you to catch up with my experience, but it's easy for you to take the wisdom, Ericka, inside this training, and I can help and board you to get you the right people on your team. That's what you need right now. And if you do that properly, we can help you pay down your house. If you got a 30-year mortgage, I also used to be a minority owner, Ericka, in a mortgage banker business for 3.5 years, and we did over 300 mortgages, construction loans, refinance, home equity lines of credit in Detroit, Ericka. So there's not a mortgage situation that I am not familiar with, and my current mortgage banker has been in the mortgage business for 20 years, and he does refis, home equity lines of credit, he does apartment buildings, franchises, and hotels across the world. So what will we not know that you would not need to have access to? That's the important piece. So that's what you're getting right now. And kudos, I think we already got 10 people that have signed up. I just heard another one pop through. I want to say thank you to a few of the people that are actually, making these transactions right now. For sure. And maybe we can run another one of the commercials and show them what other people think about it. Say thank you to Brenda Graham. Thank you to Shaquille. I won't say the last name. Thank you for Tatiana. Thank you for Sam. Thank you for Norma. Thank you for Stephen. Thank you for Patricia. Those are the ones that I can see right off the top of the screen right now, Ericka. So,
awesome. Currently a preventive medicine here in Atlanta, Georgia. I just recently graduated from Morehouse School of Medicine. Grateful to be a part of this opportunity, a part of the All-Star community. Really excited to finally get off YouTube University and stop listening to all the different financial gurus and experts. You have to discern through everything. So it's quite a lot of work, and I'm grateful to be a part of this team now. So I first saw DJ the Money Coach. It was early 2020. I was still in the military at Fort Hood, Texas. And by the grace of God, I knew, and it was on the Ericka Williams show as well, that this is where I wanted to be planted so that I can grow and get organized. So my financial goals right now to get into the diversification, looking into different sectors. For me personally, I really don't want to invest too heavily in traditional financial markets such as stock markets, 401k. I really want to basically diversify individually and in individual sectors. And then lastly, giving back. Goal eventually, I want to retire from being a physician and be able to work for free, and have my supplemental income that doesn't come from me being a physician to kind of support me, myself, and my family, and also future investments. So I'm thankful for this opportunity, and that's my intro, and I'm ready to get organized. Thank you.
Shout out to Brenda there. Listen, people are already commenting over here in the chat. I see you guys. Said I signed up. I need that Zanzibar trip.
Ericka, can you allow me to share my screen and let me show them what the giveaway would look like for them?
Yeah, click the present button.
Present, okay.
Click the present button.
Share screen.
That's what you do.
All right. Did I do it right? Okay.
Click percent. It's gonna say share screen, the slides, video. But I think you just want to share your screen.
Yeah, I just want to share the screen of the actual. Let me see here. Tell me if I did this right. Okay, there it is. Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
Okay.
Okay. What do you see right now?
I see it, but put it on what you want to show because if not, it's gonna look like this. Okay, there it is. There you go. That's better.
This is what we're going to give away. Since we already had 10 people, we're going to give away 1 week here, absolutely free.
Beautiful, beautiful. Listen, you guys, the water is as blue as you see on the pictures. It's not enhanced. It's quite clean, crisp. Stonetown got a ton of cats, but everywhere else is pretty cool. Stonetown with the cats, man.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, dropping cats off and running away.
So I'm gonna give one of those 1 week stay. That's a value at $450 a night. So that's basically 6 days, 5 nights. So that basically brings you to about $2,200 just for the stay. So I'm going to give away one of those. Okay. When we hit 20 people tonight, I'm going to give away a 2 week. So this will be a drawing. Okay. I'm going to give 2 weeks. That'll be roughly about a $6,000 stay. And then when we hit 30, Virginia, I'm going to give it a 3 week stay, which will be a value of $10,000. And we're only doing it tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because I will be fired by my CPA and my attorney and my financial planner because they say this is ridiculous. But we want to show you how important it is to actually live your dreams, incorporate cooperative economics, power and leverage your network, and have your own ecosystem. Okay? So in the master class, I'm going to teach you guys about paying off your home. If you have a 30-year loan, I'll show you how to pay that off in 7 to 10 years. If you have a 15-year loan, Ericka, I can show you how to pay it off in 5 to 7 years on what's called the 50-25 rule, which let me share with them what that is, Ericka, if you don't mind. So here's what the 50-25 rule is. If I have a 30-year term, Ericka, 15 years in means I have 50% of the time that I've been paying into the loan. And typically you will have started to actually start paying down principal because the first 98% of the loan from year 1 to year 14 is nothing but interest. So I can show you 2 maneuvers that you don't even have to add extra money to that actually can pay simple interest to break up the accrued interest, Ericka, and help you capture 40 to 50% of the equity back in your home and apply that to the principal and pay the loan off faster without you having to do but 1 extra payment per year. And that on a $100,000 loan, Ericka, will save you over 30 years $139,000, and you can put that into your Roth. You can buy property. You can build business with that in 5 to 7 years. On a 15-year loan, that'll basically save you about $47,000. And again, you can buy a Roth, a HSA, buy your first property, invest in your first business. And if you set up your corporate structure properly, which we'll show you how to do, Ericka, you can actually leverage the tax laws and pay pretty much no taxes federally if you make in profits less than $78,000 per year after all your legal, ethical, and moral tax write-offs. Now, let me say this, Ericka. I'm not a tax attorney. I'm not a CPA. Before you take any of this information I'm sharing with you for informational purposes, sit down with a licensed professional that has a track record proven to actually execute these strategies that we're talking about.
Always CYA, consult your attorney, consult your accountant, cover your So DJ, listen, you guys, I want you to understand that the power of travel, the power of being able to seasonally live in other places, that's really the true freedom. And what people understand is being able to go to Zanzibar and then seeing people who are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be here for a month. I was just in Panama, we ran into older folks who are like, oh, we're gonna be here for 2 months. Talking to people when you see the true relaxation face of pom-pom lifestyle is like, oh yeah, I can work from here. I'll be here a month. Or these older people who are retired are like, oh, we worked for 20 years in Chicago. We're out here now, just vacationing, living a good life. And so what I want you to understand is it's when you start, it's when you decide, you have to be able to assess where you are. And so many people are like, oh no, don't be in that mode. Think strategically. What skills do you have? If you have to pivot, what can you do? What can you make? What can you sell? You see, even movie stars are putting their names on liquor, putting their names on cell phones, putting their names on companies. Right? DJ has black-owned Tolero.
Did you say spirits?
For sure, yes.
So I think we might be a unicorn, Ericka. Here's a great thing about having been in the business world for 30 years as a serial entrepreneur. Really what happens is you get bored after you accomplish something that people tell you that's impossible, but it's really I am possible. So as you build credit and capital, opportunities come to your table that normally wouldn't come to the average person. But there's nothing special about us, Ericka. The only thing special about us is that we were prepared for the opportunity. We believed in the dream that God gave us, and then we hired the right professionals to carry us over the finish line. So right now, the NBA playoffs are going on right now, right? So Kawhi Leonard, who is one of the top 5 players in the NBA, he's constantly hurt in the playoffs. Why do I say that? Tonight,
constantly hurt. Kawhi is always hurt.
Exactly. Tonight, he's out. So guess what happened to the chances of the Clippers, who were in the driver's seat, against Phoenix? Now, Phoenix Suns are going to walk right through the Clippers. Why am I saying that to your people? It's important to have a defensive strategy. If you are Kawhi Leonard, which most of the people in their business or their self-employment, they are the magic, and they don't have a system, Ericka. See, you have a system. We have a system, so we can step outside of our business and it still makes money and still grows. But most of the people that are watching us, they are the magic. They do it all, and if they step out, their business goes backwards. So the first thing we're going to do is sit them down with Kadera and show them how to formulate the proper automated system like a Fortune 500 company, and then show them how to vet the right professionals. And a lot of times, Ericka, if you find a superstar that can take your business and 10x it, sometimes you should give them equity so that you can actually help them help you win. Let me explain this to you, Ericka, to your people. There's a lady. Her name is Meg Whitman. Meg Whitman used to be the CEO of eBay. Now, before everybody knew what eBay was, Meg Whitman was a financial juggernaut in a profession where she was making $400,000 or $500,000 a year. The eBay founders got a headhunter, found her, and said, look, Meg, I can only pay you $70,000 a year. But what we can do is give you equity in our company, and in 5 years, you'll be a billionaire. Meg looked at the performer, saw what eBay was doing uniquely that nobody else was doing, their relationship with Amazon and Toys R Us, and she bet on them. And in the process of 7 years, she took eBay to a multi-billion-dollar company. She became a billionaire herself. But you know what happens, Ericka? Most people that we're talking to on this platform, they will never have the wisdom to make a play like that. So I will show them how I actually recruit top tier talent that I may not be able to afford to pay $70,000, $100,000 a year, but I can position them in a equity play in a business, and they can help me scale it up like Kadera, and it'd be a win-win-win for everybody. That training in of itself could actually level the playing field for you. And then Financially Free D, she can show you how to put together packages to actually get business credit up to $100,000 that the average person has no clue about. I literally talked to 2 people last week that were making $250,000 a year, and they had personal credit and credit cards at like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, and their business credit was only like $3,000. But they had 800 credit scores, Ericka.
That's crazy.
And they were like, "What are you talking about, DJ?" I said, "Well, let me show you some basic fundamental rules that within 60 days, we can get you a match in your personal credit to your business credit if your corporate structure is right and the documentation is right." And that person paid me $1,500 for a 30-minute conversation, Ericka.
For sure. Well,
That's,
I mean, listen.
that's the exciting part about celebrating this 3rd year anniversary, is that we can do this once a year and have people challenge us with what your tasks are. You could be a $10,000 nair, a $100,000 nair, or $1 million nair. If you don't have a complete system that you can walk away from, Ericka, guess what? They need to be in this master class, because there's nobody on my team that they're going to know more about collectively that we can help scale them up. And as a extra added incentive, we're going to give away 3 trips to Zanzibar just to say thank you for the 3 years you've supported us and supported Ericka. And all you got to do is show up, put 2 $20 bills together, and get $6,000 worth of training, $6,000 worth of coaching, and $6,000 worth of all our digital programs, just to say thank you for having that opportunity. That's what we're excited about.
Here's the craziness, DJ. What I want you guys to get you guys that really harp in, hear me out here. I literally just had a friend, we were trying to help them get into SOPs, getting their business organized, getting things they need together. The person that we were taking them to, their charge was $12,500 for working with you for 90 days and getting all your SOPs together. So when I tell you DJ the Money Coach is giving you a low price, I'm telling you it's low. I'm telling you, Kadir, I had famous people, I can't say 2 of their names, but they literally immediately called me after Kadir came on the show and was like, "Who is that girl? And how do I book time with her?" And I'm like, "You got to follow the steps like everybody else. You got to book in like everybody else. Like I here's the link, the DJ's link. Here you go. Just book in." But
we just got 3 more people. Let me shout out to them. Shout out to Vincent. Shout out to Tammy. And shout out to Israel. I think that is how I pronounce it. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize. Congratulations for enrolling in the program. And it's funny, Kadera just signed up another multimillionaire on the East Coast that's running a commercial credit business, commercial loan business, and also has a real estate portfolio of several millions. And he wants to pass it on to his son. He was like, "I need automation." So he called me to actually, as a reference for Kadera. I talked to the guy. He was telling me all the stuff he was doing. I said, "Man, you need Kadera like yesterday, because if you back out and get us to your 21-year-old, I said, your business is going to be down the toilet literally in 12 to 24 months.
Listen, when I get to Detroit, I think in the middle of the summer, when I'm gonna call Kadir, I'm like, "What you doing? We take you to lunch." Just because I know she's in my area now. But listen, you guys, I promise you, when I tell you we are giving away the cow over here, we really are. I've talked to several friends who are charging way crazy prices. And the key, sorry, we got a lightning storm, so we might be about to wrap this up anyway. I'm like,
I thought that was a chair falling.
No, that's a lightning storm behind us, y'all. We're about to wrap it up because of the lightning. But you guys, let me drop one more video on you. But listen, if you guys haven't taken advantage yet, definitely check out DJ the Money Coach's offer he has for the 3-year anniversary. Let me go ahead and drop you this video. Hopefully, congratulations
to Christia. Christia, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Christia just signed on. Congratulations. We're at about 17 people right now. We get to 20, then that's gonna ignite the 2-week stay that we're gonna give away. So let's go ahead and let's meet that challenge. Let's get 20 people before we get out of here, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, here we go, guys. Last video.
Hey, here we're celebrating our 3rd year on YouTube, and we want to thank you for your support. We're gonna give an exclusive masterclass called the Back to Back to Back. That'll give you one masterclass. It'll teach you how to build the coveted 800 credit score. We'll teach you how to earn an additional $2,000 a week in passive income. We'll teach you how to build up $100,000 in business credit, interest-free for 18 months. And as an added bonus to thank you, we're going to give you 3 consultations. 1 with Financially Free D, business credit expert, 2 with Kadera, system automation, and 3 with me. And all you have to do is invest 2 of these. That's right, a $2,000 worth of training, $2,000 worth of consultations, and my entire digital catalog, including the ABCs of Wealth, another $2,000. Get $6,000 for only 2 of these. The first 30 people only. Hit the link. Get free with DJ Money.
All right, you guys, you see all the stuff you are getting. Also, there's a 1-800 number on the screen. Don't forget to call it if you have questions. Listen, my team cannot answer it. Ericka don't know, Gina don't know, and Melissa do not know what y'all talking about when y'all be asking questions from the shows. So whenever I have a show, the best thing for you to do is hit up the guests that I have on the show at the time, because they will know the answer to your questions. We don't have any DJ Blue Books, none sitting off to the side. This is a one and only collector's item. So, so you guys have to hit them up if you want access to those things. Thank you. They saying thanks, DJ. Thanks, Ericka, for sure. DJ, close it out for us. Let them know where they can find you on the interwebs and all the great places. Oh, unmute yourself, DJ. Unmute yourself.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you get so excited on your birthday. That's why, looking, 10 years younger. So you can find us on YouTube at DJ the Money Coach. We actually do a show. What I would actually ask you also, ladies and gentlemen, can you subscribe to our channel? Can you subscribe, share, and like our channel? We do a show every Friday night called Family Finance with DJ the Money Coach at 6:30 p.m., 7:30 Eastern. And we're trying to get to another, milestone on that show to actually bring more of this important information to our community. So if you can check out our show on this Friday, it's free at 6:30. That will be awesome. DJ the Money Coach on YouTube, on IG at DJ the Money Coach. And then for the website is djthemoneycoach.com. And for all you old people like me, you can call us at 866-395-3042, 866-395-3042, and you can email us at nick@djthemoneycoach.com. Now, let me share this with you guys. At 30 people, the price goes up to $197. So I don't want you guys to get mad at us, but you're still saving over $2,000 even at $197. So the first 30 people, it is for $40. But at midnight, it goes to $197, or the first 30 people, because we just can't afford to give these types of services on the consulting side away for that price. But we want to celebrate you for celebrating the support that you guys provided with us on these platforms. So at the end of the day, what we're going to do for you, we're going to give you one master class. It's going to be 2 hours of training. It's going to have a CPA. It's going to have a financial business credit. It's going to have a automations expert. It's going to have yours truly. We're actually going to bring in a top tier financial planner that actually has over 100 agents across the country. They're going to teach you about the 7702A Consolidation Tax Act that can actually transfer wealth for free. We're going to have that for you. And as a bonus, we're going to give away 3 potential 1 to 3 week stays at our condo and our new resort that opens up the first week of January 2024. But in order to do that, you've got to hit that link right now and take advantage of the first 30 people. And we want to set a record. Last year this time, there were 50 people that took advantage of our program. We didn't have a resort that we could bring to you, but this year we got a resort for you. So let's break some records and have some fun and go to Zanzibar And then let's incorporate the Plenty of Money, Peace of Mind, and join us on the beaches of the World Club in Zanzibar. And for that, I want to salute you and I want to thank you for your amazing support on the Classy Climb with Ericka Williams, because it couldn't happen without you guys. And we just want to show the power of how cooperative economics, network, and ecosystems work if you just believe in yourself. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much, DJ. You guys, listen, hit it up before midnight. Again, listen, you guys, one of the highest rated videos was all last December was DJ staff coming through. You guys enjoyed all of them. So don't miss out on an opportunity to actually get on one-on-one with phone with them. Again, Miss Muhammad, okay, Financially Free D, DJ the Money Coach, 1 ticket to the back-to-back Wednesday Masterclass Live. You got the books here, ABCs of Wealth, the Life Institute workbook by DJ. You got the Cost of Financial Ignorance. You got Understanding Your Home Insurance Policy, Understanding Your Auto Policy, Retirement Planning for Life Outside the City, and Navigating Life Insurance Landscape. Life insurance landscape can be tricky by DJ the Money Coach. You guys, don't miss out on these great opportunities. And thank you guys for all the people who do these wonderful video testimonials. We appreciate you guys. Listen, don't miss out. It's a good deal. Happy 3rd year, DJ. Thank you so much for being on the show. And thank you for being a part of the Classy Climb journey. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Ericka. Thank everybody for the support. And we wish you 100% great health. Everything else, you can make it happen in 2 to 5 years. Nothing's impossible because you are possible. Believe that and open up your mind and let God bless you with a great team like Ericka. God bless. We'll see you next time. Thank you for the 3rd year anniversary. Great celebration. I appreciate you guys.
All right, you guys have a great evening. Find him on the internet. We're going to tag DJ up. You're going to see DJ in some clips. We just sent over the last video over to our clip master. So hopefully you'll see some of DJ's clips on Instagram. So don't miss out, you guys. I'll be tagging everybody on them. Thanks, DJ.